If you're watching this video, you're probably searching for your sound, and oddly enough, I feel like this is one of my strengths where I think I can really help you. My name's Zach. I've been doing this for 10 years with Cosmic Academy. I've worked with 600 plus students, and I want to give you the step-by-step guide we use, and hopefully you could find what you've been looking for. Let's jump right into it. Now, this is going to get weird, but I want you to talk to the screen right now, and I want you to tell me what your sound is. Ready? Go. Okay, cool. Now I know 99% of you probably did not say shit at the computer screen, but in your head, you were thinking about it. Whatever you were just thinking, I'm not buying that. Your sound is going to be what I hear in your music, not what you tell me. If you put 15 songs in front of me, I'm gonna listen to all 15, and there are gonna be things in there that connect the dots. Now that might be what you told me, but it also might not. Your sound is not as calculated as you think. It's not a formula. It's not something you come up with in the laboratory and write it down and that's your sound. Your sound is in your music. So the first thing we need to understand is you have to finish a lot of music. This is why we put it as the #1 emphasis with our students. Not only do you get better, but your sound will naturally come out of you if you finish a lot of music. So your sound is technically you. It's the sounds you choose. So synths, drums, the way you write your melodies, how you program your drums and grooves, the vocals and lyrics you like to use, the BPMs you work in, the different genres you like to produce or fuse together. The list goes on and on and on, but technically it's just your taste and your decision making. If you can just stay true to yourself and make whatever the hell you want to make, you're going to find your sound a lot quicker. Because I'm going to give you the other side of this coin now. And there are a lot of producers that set out to make music that sounds like someone else, that sounds like a certain label. Well, is that your sound or is that their sound? That's not how you're going to stand out. That's not how you're going to find your sound, by copying someone else. Now I get it, it's hard. That's scary shit to be like, hey, I'm gonna go in my own direction. But the quicker you can adopt that mentality, the faster you will be to finding your sound. I'm gonna show a little love to one of our Cosmic alum here. Charles D is a great example of this. When he took our program, he had some experience, but he was in this process of finding his sound. He started finishing a lot of music. He started signing music and releasing and releasing and releasing, and he started to find a sound that resonates with him and his audience. And with no coincidence, this is also when his music started to take a step up. He gets signed to Prida with Eric Prydz. Next thing you know, a year later, he's on Drum Code at this point. When you listen to a Charles D song, there is a Charles D sound. He got there by making a lot of music. That wasn't his first song. That wasn't the first time he sat down and tried to craft his sound. He'd been going at this for a long time, and that was the result. So what are some things you can do to help this process out? I think be smart. When you finish a song, you should go through and basically export all of your sounds to stems and create your own sample pack from that. You can also go through your instruments and save presets or instrument racks, which would be like your synth plus all of the post-processing, but save these things into a custom folder. This folder is you. This begins to represent your sound. Now, the next song you start, you go into it with this folder in your pocket. You can pull sounds from here and start to have some of those similarities from song to song. There's nothing wrong with repeating your sounds. It's usually the way you identify your favorite artists. You recognize their sounds. They reuse them. There's nothing wrong with this, I promise. Now, some other things to keep in mind is as your taste evolves, your sound is going to evolve too, and that's okay. With your custom sample folder, you can update this thing every month or two, get rid of the shit you're not using anymore, keep the stuff you've really been liking. This is gonna help though. This is really gonna help you find some consistency from song to song. Now I do wanna add some real talk here, and that's be patient. This isn't going to be something that you find immediately. There's not going to be one day that you go back to and say that was the turning point. But there might be a short period in time where you do finish a couple songs, and that was that pivotal moment where you did identify, hey, this is what it's going to be. So be patient, finish a lot of music, reuse sounds, but most important, be yourself. Trust yourself. Trust your decision making, trust your taste, and go all in on that, because that is the only thing that makes you different from me. I hope you found this pep talk helpful. If you did, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe. We have plenty more videos coming. And until the next one, see ya.